And welcome back. You're here at manifestingyourdreams.net, and we're having an incredible, powerful interview today with Jeff and Marvin, and we're talking about using autosuggestion to change your life. We're talking about taking action, and recognizing the way things make us feel. And we should, if you haven't seen the previous segments, you do want to go back, watch them, because there's a lot of inspirational stories that Marvin and Jeff have shared, and also tips, some of the things that they learned. So if you don't know what this is, you definitely need to watch the first segment of today. But we're very lucky to be listening to people that actually have done incredible things in their lives. One of the things that I like to do about this program is not just talk about theory. Like, there's thousands of videos that people tell you what to do, right? Oh, you have to do this. But what I like to do every week is interview somebody that is actually not just talking the talk, but actually have walked the walk. They pay the price, and now they're living their dreams. They're living life on their terms. They've been able to contribute to other people, and they're sharing with you, because they want to pay it forward. They're sharing with you some of the things they did to manifest their dreams. So Jeff, I know that people are impressed with what you have shared. So how could they get in contact with you? What projects are you working on? In other words, how somebody can maybe get a line if they like what they hear from you. You know, how can you make that happen?
Well, thank you for inviting us here this afternoon. This has just been an absolutely amazing opportunity for us. And you mentioned living life on your own terms. I don't know how many of you have been kind of watching lately on YouTube or other things where there is a real movement towards minimalists.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, when we started out segment one, you know, I had 7,400 square feet, 3.5 acres. We were digging our second pool because one wasn't enough. You know, we had
one pool was not enough, right? You need a second pool, right?
A second pool.
One for odd days, the other one for even days.
It's a lazy river pool, so that you could jump in and you could float around.
Oh my God!
Anyway,
incredible.
It was when the money was flowing in like that. It was you know. It was a matter of, I'm happy when I'm buying. I'm happy with more and just more and more. And I need to share with you kind of living life on our terms now. Helen and I have found an opportunity where we don't need to work in a single spot. We don't have to go into an office any longer. And that has allowed us to be out on the road. We are now 3 years full-time in a Mercedes Sprinter. In fact,
beautiful. It's like really, it's like more comfortable than most people's homes or apartments. Definitely.
You can go back to the Wall Street Journal just here a couple of months ago, and it says baby boomers are embracing the van life, luxury van. You know, it's just 3 months ago. We've been doing it for 3 years. Almost 196,000 miles on our vehicle as we travel around the country. Wow. We've only missed Alaska and Hawaii so far. But just really enjoying it, and it's because of the network marketing industry. An industry, as I mentioned, I grew up in. I was delivering empty bottles out to all of these companies that now make up over a third of Utah's economy, just through network marketing.
1/3, wow.
And so it's truly amazing to see that, I wasn't looking for another supplement. That's the last thing I was looking for, but something came into our lives that really made a difference. We, for the first time, could reference, 14 clinical trials, 7 double-blind placebo-controlled human studies.
Wow.
You know, I'm not having to make up stories. These are actual studies that were done and funded by our very own Department of Defense through the U.S. government's involvement. So, absolutely amazing opportunity that resulted in 7 U.S. patents. Patents that I mean,
that's tough. How many people can say that? That just gave one patent alone, right? That's definitely impressive.
And so
that's a lot of credibility right there, right?
Finally put my reputation behind something that was this powerful. And it's truly made a difference. Our grandson, 12 years old, had been kicked out of 4 different schools for behavior issues. And here we are, grandparents, it's our grandson. He got the nickname the Sierra Madre Strangler in California because he would literally choke kids out on the playground. just horrible issues. He was the bully. But we got this supplement to him, and within 3 days he came bouncing in, and according to his mom, says, Mom, whose birthday is it today? I'm excited about something is happening today that's exciting. And it wasn't anything other than a deficiency. So in 3 days, a deficiency was corrected. Within 2 weeks, his mother had taken him off of all of the medications, and within 3 months, he came home with not only his first baby, but he had 3 A's and a friend. And it was that friend who came over during Christmas break that just caused our daughter to break down and say, Isaiah finally has a friend. Wow. And so we got passionate about this. I don't have time to go in and explain about what this did for my father. Absolutely astounding. And then we connected with an individual, Marvin. His background in network marketing is just amazing, and he's pulled all of his resources and his understanding of compensation out and created what we now, this is the first time we've ever seen it in the industry. It's called the All of It. In fact, we're going to be known as the All of It Company.
All of it.
All of it. ALLOFIT.
Wow.
So, and it's a fantastic way of taking a passion that Helen and I have and sharing with others. And as we share with others, we're
in short, what that stands for is it's just a way that we compensate you. So as you build customers, so we're a company that really believes in not just trying to go out and recruit your friend and trading money amongst friends. We actually want you to build a customer base of people who are actually consuming our product. So when you bring us a customer, on their very first order, we pay you all of it.
All of it?
All of it.
Wow. Who doesn't like that? Anybody has any objections to getting all of it?
So just as some industry statistics that are very fascinating. In most companies, 1% of the people really earn more than they spend and make most of it. 1%. 1%. Wow. In our company, we already, just after our first 3 months, we have 36% who earn more than what they spent, and we have 68% who at least made a check. In most companies, and one very large one based out of Utah particularly, 85% of the people never make a check. Wow. So you can see we're doing some things that are very different. The approach that we're taking, because once again, I wanted to bless people's lives. That was part of my mission. You know,
day one, right?
I loved something that my friend Cheryl Hill once taught me, and I'll do it for you because it's kind of fun. But this is he uses a little childhood rhyme to teach a really, really critical principle, and he does it this way. He goes, what you do is you try and touch your nose and an ear while you're repeating the poem, Mary Had a Little Lamb. It goes like this. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece as white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. So if you guys were to try that, you'll probably poke your eye out.
Oh yeah, I won't do that on this side TV.
This is what the important principle is that he taught. That there are many distractions all around us. Some of them are ones that we create ourselves. But if we can remain focused, and so if you can remember, I had one hand that was going toward my nose. Mary had a little lamb, and I was doing it very carefully with a focus, and the focus was on my nose. Automatically, my brain was programmed that the other hand was going to go to my ear. And he would teach, if you can remain focused on your burning desire, on what it is that you truly want out of your life, in spite of all the distractions that you create or that are created around you, you can remain focused on that. You can achieve your goals. It's a beautiful concept. He also used to use a story that I love from The Wizard of Oz to teach a very beautiful principle. So you guys will remember that the witch has water thrown on her. And what does the witch say when she gets water thrown on her?
I'm melting. I'm melting.
And then what does she say? Nobody ever remembers, but it's perhaps the most important line in the entire Wizard of Oz. She says, "Oh, what a world, what a world. How could one little girl destroy all my lovely wickedness?" The power of an individual to change lives. to have an impact on this world is so much more than you even realize.
That's amazing. That's so powerful. And you know, it's like Cheryl was definitely ahead of the time, because I call this time the time of distraction. If you think about people that are so distracted, right? It's like on their phones. They take their phones to bed. It's like one thing that I learned is like I don't take my phone to bed because then they're checking on Facebook 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, right? So this is the time of distraction. So people that are successful, just like you shared, just like Cheryl shared many, many years ago, are really focused on what they want to manifest, right? And that's what makes a huge, huge difference. But I love the, and I'm gonna need to practice that alone a few times later on. You wanna do that.
I do this in my free time.
That's so powerful. So how can people contact you? So Facebook, Instagram. We can put your phone number in our.
Put your phone number up.
All right. It's just it's as easy as Jeff Ashby, JEFFASHBY at me.com.
Okay.
That's how easy it is.
You really like. I was talking to somebody yesterday whose name was like so long, and there were like 100 ways to say wrong, right? So you got the good one. But I'm so grateful that you're here today. I really, I know you're gonna do incredible things, help a lot of people like you've been doing for so long, and you're gonna continue to be blessed. So thank you for watching today. I'd like you to put a comment. Share this with a friend, tag a friend so they can also see it. And we like to hear back from you after you apply some of those things. We like to hear back how your life has changed because you made a decision, you started using autosuggestion, you stay focused on where you wanted to go, and we are very, very grateful that you'll be manifesting your dreams. We'll see you next week.